Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your congratulations. Today is the 500th video on my channel. It has been, what? I started, I want to say it was the end of June of 2018. Yeah, something like that. So, goodness, it's been a thing. Oh, and I would not be doing this without how kind you've been to me, without how good you've been to me, and I am so grateful. So I just wanted to start. Start out by saying thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. All right. For anybody who's new, welcome to the daily. Now daily. It's been other than about 415. I missed 5 days. Other than the 5 days I missed when I had an emergency. Other than that, I've been doing this every day since the day after Christmas, and I'm gonna just keep on keeping on. So I'm like a bad psychic penny. I just keep coming back. So I'm here every day. I do political tarot readings, and on Sunday I tack on a little bit of extra time. It's so that I can answer some of your astrology questions, both political and otherwise. Just to let you know, the first 10 or 15 minutes, what I usually do is people here are so friendly and so kind to each other. Thank you, Francis. Thank you. And people are so kind to each other, and I'm so grateful for that as well. So if people talk amongst themselves, that's great. If you want to say something specifically to me, I usually spend the first 10 or 15 minutes where I gather your questions. Just make sure everything's in all caps, and then underneath afterwards I clean up the questions I've been asked, and I put them in the description box. But even the rough draft of the questions and the time stamping is pinned as the first comment underneath each of the videos. So you can just scroll down and go directly to where you want to go. And then, but do keep up the all caps, because then in the chat, so that I'll know if you're speaking directly to me. Otherwise, I'll just, let you guys, I glance at the chat sometimes, and you guys are having the most fascinating conversations, and sometimes I look up and then you're in the middle of something, and I'm like, well, what? So anyway, okay, so there's that. Daily live, all caps, time stamped, that's good. If I don't get to your question, if it seems like I'm not answering your question, it is nothing personal. I would be upset to think that I had hurt your feelings. That is never. Oh my gosh, Kathy, are you sure? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta pull myself together here. Thank you, Kathy. Can I also mention to everybody here, Kathy Anderson is a vet, and she has given great service to this country, and she has paid the price for it, and bless. So, where was I? Oh, if I don't cover your question, it is absolutely nothing personal. I don't have favorites. I don't blow people off. No, I've never done that. That has not happened a single time. Lastly, I will say that this black and orange, any money that comes in from any source, whether it's Patreon or using the Amazon links in the description box, the 10% of all income that comes in goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that is an ongoing thing. I was doing it before this crisis. I will continue to do it after this crisis. Oh my gosh, Cappy's mom. You guys are going to make me cry in a minute. Okay, I'll pull it together. It's, yeah, defeatingamerica.org. All business I do. I'm quite a soft touch. So I want to help. So what I do is all of the work I do so it's just naturally, automatically. I pay that out quarterly. That 10% of my income goes to established charities, because I can't. Otherwise, I would just, because seriously, I'm a sucker for people who are hurting. I don't know that I'm a sucker, but yeah, I can be, because I have been taken advantage of, and I don't, oh well. But anyway, oh my gosh, Ian and Mims, thank you so much. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Mims. Okay, so let me hold it together here, and I'm going to let you continue to look out the window, which is a much nicer view than staring down at my desk. So while I'm gathering your questions, I will leave that there. I will say, as I'm typing this in at the bottom to get ready to put your questions in, that I am amazed at how kind and generous people are, and you are specifically. And I believe that generally people are surprisingly good, but you guys have gone above and beyond in your kindness to me and to each other, and it matters. Kindness matters. I'm wondering, as I joined Patreon, thank you. Whew, all right. Hold it together. Okay. I'm just scrolling up the top, and I'm looking for your questions now. Alternative Health Digital. Some of your words are in caps, some are not. I'm just gonna go past that, because Maria's everything's in all caps, so that is for me. Hi, Autumn and moderators. Blessings to all. Excellent. I would like to know if China will become more democratic. Obamagate didn't work. Barr was stopped. Was Barr stopped, or did he just say, look, I can't do it? Because I thought it was he just was like, look, there's nothing here. Because, because we know Renfield loved to do anything for the master. But, So I guess we'll have to, if anybody knows, please let me know. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Kat. Alternative Health Digital Party Time. Thank you. Congratulations. You guys are great. Allison, congratulations. Thank you. Uncover, who you always show up with the good questions. What is the real purpose of Pompeo's Madison dinners? Who or what is Madison? And this amazes me. I mean, you guys are on it. I watch a lot of news. I read a lot of news, and you guys still stump me. So it's just amazing. Thank you, Cappy's mom. Francis, will Trump's refusal to wear a mask and the Ford company caving into it hurt Ford sales? Oh, I was it yesterday? I said, good luck getting him to get him to wear one. He's not going to. He is not going to wear a mask. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Thank you, Mims. Thank you, Wondering Eyes. Thank you again, Francis. Oh, thank you, Donna. Vicky's saying, did you see on Twitter where Trump accused Joe Biden of... Really? No. No, I didn't see where Trump accused Biden of murder? What? And frankly, the sad thing is it's not like, oh, that would never happen. If you have any more details on that, I'd love to hear it. Mims, best moderators here. Thank you, mods. Absolutely. Great big hearts. I'm with you. Okay, Liz is asking, Trump also fired IG of the transportation. What's going on? Yes. McConnell's wife was being investigated. Elaine Chao. I know it sounds horrible to basically, she's a secretary. She is her own life in her own right. And I generally am against women being defined by who they are. Basically being defined by who the man in their life is. But in her case, yeah, it's about power. It's about getting power to her husband and therefore herself. Oh. Okay, Saturn saying congrats. Thank you. And thank you again, Kathy. Thank you. Mims, you're amazing. Autumn, we thank you for your time, energy, and love. Thank you. Thank you. I am humbled before how great you guys are. Cappy's mom, thank you again. Mars is asking, what is the effect of Trump's complete idiotic behavior on members of the Supreme Court? Oh, that's an interesting question. Let's add that to the list here. And I am getting the sense that McConnell's fed up. But I don't know what form that would actually take. Thank you again. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you again, Ian. And thank you again, Mims. Thank you. Okay, Jean's asking, Trump blackmailing Michigan for relief from dam flooding because of voting by mail applications being sent out. Is he? Or are you asking if he's going to? Jean, is there any way you could clarify what exact question I should ask there? Viola's saying, will Trump be able to stop mail-in voting? I can ask, but it's a state. It's a state thing. He doesn't have the power to stop it. I don't believe. But I can add it to the list. Hieroglyphic. I hope you're feeling better. The Saudi arms sales particularly slimy. Are there monetary kickbacks to Trump? Did Trump have MBS over a barrel about did cover for extortion? Oh, okay. Well, let's add it to the list. Let's see what we've got here. I would so love if some of the crazier things were like, oh no, that would never happen. Oh no, that would never. Of course it would. It's Trump. Thank you, wondering eyes. Okay, it's going. Oh, did it jump? Oh, it jumped. All right, hang on. Okay, there, I was there. And, all right, 14 minutes in, so I still have a couple of minutes I can. Thank you, Texicana. Love it for this community runs deep. Absolutely. This would be, this would be awful if I was getting, if people were fighting and insulting each other and, but you guys are so great. Salome, Autumn, what's happening with Chao? Yeah, there we go. Trump has fired the IG looking. Do we know, does anybody know the name of the IG? Because I don't off the top of my head. He's fired so many IGs, they start to blur together. I just, let's see. Okay, Barr has nothing on Biden or Obama. True, Salome is saying. Durham found nothing, but Barr is pretending Renfield is pretending he won't investigate further because of privilege, when he would if he could. Well, he is going to do anything. The other day, I think that was you guys asked a great question about, was there some kind of past life link between Renfield, Barr, and Trump? And what I got was Barr's being somewhat influenced by, Trump is not really, is what I got, but Barr is being somewhat influenced by a relationship where he was his higher, and I went through this whole big thing, and I won't go into the whole thing, but the point is that I do my, as much as I can experience anything of about past lives and what have you, my experience and my understanding is that you have a life, you've got your life right now, and you're connected to your higher self, and you are integrated with this body, this brain, this physical body, which will affect your energy and what you do and how you do it and this kind of stuff. And then your higher self is also linked to, say, this other body over here that in the time-space continuum was at a different point and had a life. And the energy from each of these lives kind of flows, it can flow through, especially if it's a strong energy, it can flow through to the higher self, and it can bleed into other lives. So I don't think of it as like, okay, Barr was Trump's son and was absolutely devoted to him, and Trump was a huge fool and a carnival barker type person and a con man, but he was absolutely idolized by his son. That isn't what's happening right now, and I don't want to say I don't want to just be glib about, just simplify it all to, oh yeah, that's what's that there, so this is now. Because Barr has complete control over his own actions in this life. You and I have complete control over our own actions in this life. We don't have to pay attention to that energy. We don't have to throw our morals out the window. He has no excuse, and that's what I worry. My worry is that if I don't explain that whole thing, and I guess I'm teaching you, I don't know, maybe I'm teaching you guys not to ask, so you're like, oh gosh, I don't want to hear the thing about the higher self again, but I don't want to teach you not to ask, because I'm happy to say what my limited experience is. I've had some very strange experiences when it comes to past lives, future lives, things that have happened. But I think it's too easy to let people off the hook. And these blankety blank blanks, they absolutely should not be let off the hook. But if you think Junior is devoted to his father, Barr's energy is like that, but worse. And it's wrapped in ideology. But Barr is still 100% responsible for what he is doing. So I just want to throw that out there. Okay, Donna saying the IG declassified Susan Rice's last email in order to quote unquote help T-Rump, I like that, in his false narrative about Obama. The email actually proves real concerns about Flynn talking to the Russians. Will this help us? No. Donna, I'll add it to the list, but I'm trying to warn people right now that between now and the beginning of November, it is going to get so ugly, and there are going to be words flying around and accusations flying around and hints flying around, and It's going to make what Hillary Clinton went through look like a picnic. And I'm trying to warn everybody as much as I can. The energy is very, very gross. Seriously. So, and expect not a whole lot of logic. So, I'm just warning everybody. Okay, Maria's saying Barr was stopped and Obamagate was about to backfire on Trump. Yes, that's very possible. I like your clock emoji. That's quite pretty. I like clocks. I've got a clock. I've got clocks all over the place. I have Saturn on my ascendant. And Kronos was one of the names of Saturn. Yeah, if I don't have a lot of clocks around me, I feel like I'm floating after a while. So I've got a watch, and I've got this clock, and I've got clocks all over the place. Not Biden, Joe Scarborough, Salome saying. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got talking like I do sometimes, and I missed what that is referring to. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Salome saying that matters. Her dad is a shipping magnate in China. It's okay. Chow. Yes, that absolutely is true. Okay, Stargaze. Will Twitter delete Trump's misleading tweets? A tweet from Minka Brzezinski. Is she asking that his misleading tweets be removed? Because I'll ask about what Twitter's going to do, but I don't have a whole lot of hope on this one. Okay, Uncover saying the Madison dinner stopped during the illness and will resume later. News broke last night. Are these? I don't quite understand. Is he going to Madison, Wisconsin? Is Madison like the Federalist Society? I don't actually. I'm so sorry. Seriously, you guys stumped me. Normally I know what's going on, but yeah, you guys bring up stuff and I just don't know. And there's a good kitty. There's a good kitty. Okay, sorry. Geez, he's threatening to. I don't. Okay, Bismo. Oh, Bismo had a question. Where was it? It jumped. I better get going soon. I'm already at 23 minutes. Oh goodness. Goodness, this really did go back. It really did jump quite a ways. Oh my gosh, thank you, Alternative Digital Help. Thank you. Okay, there's that. Bismo is asking, will we ever see all of the corruption and cover-up and the ones behind it prosecuted? Yes. I've gotten that all along. There are going to be so many hearings, so many court cases, so many... I'll add it to the list, but I don't... yeah, this is a massive list, guys. I'll try to tack on a little bit of extra time today, but I have on Wednesdays somewhere I have to be at 2 o'clock. But I will do what I can. Will the corrupt get investigated and punished eventually? Yeah, Salome. That's kind of yeah. How is Ruth? She's hanging in there, Stargaze, from what I've been feeling. And my goodness, that woman has so much positive energy flowing toward her that any negative energy flowing to her can't even get there. I mean, I've never, I'm not the be all and end all with all the experience in the universe, but I have never read on somebody who had that many individuals sending positive energy to them. Ever. Then again, I don't read on a lot of celebrities. But yeah, I've never read on any, it's not even close. Anyone, she's just constant waves of prayers and positive energy and. Okay, hang on just a second. She's not that old, surely. I'm pretty old. Tweety Bird tweeted it. Okay, just having a quick look to see if there's anything else jumping out. Robin saying, will anyone confront Trump on his deception and lies? Good question. Melissa saying Barr is like the hierarchy in the Catholic Church when they were protecting the cardinal. Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously, my stomach just soured just at the... Oh, really? Could we not? Hi, could we not? This isn't a good time for that. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Hello, good kitty. The Department of Transportation IG who just got fired is Mitchell Bem. Thank you. Okay. IG. No, that was the IG about Susan Rice. Oh, so many IGs being fired. Refusal to wear mask. Oh, there we go. There it is. All right, I'm going to get going with reading 6. I'm already, it's 26 minutes. Rita, hi, Autumn moderators, all listening souls. Hello, Rita. And... Okay. Will Obama be nominated for the Supreme Court? I doubt it. I've got that he's done, and he's going to he's more focused on really. Hey, could we not do this? Is just not a good time to be doing that. I don't want to have to move you, but you're a good kitty. Sorry. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Sorry. You're a good kitty. Yes, you are. Oh, okay. Let me get out the old, what kind of mood am I? You know what? It's a special day. Let's pull out the Halloween deck. What do you think? Kitty approved? I'll never forget the time I had a live, was it a live stream or no, I was reading and he wanted to sniff the cards. I was like, sure, you know, and I just had a few like this, and he kind of sniffed them, and then he chomped straight down and maybe punched holes with his fangs. Oh, Melissa's saying Madison dinners are Pompeo culling big Republican donors and Fox personalities. Okay, that sounds about normal. Yeah. Pooh was like, let me clean myself, Mom. I know, it's just I'm trying to keep it family friendly. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I have to go along with the... This is not a mug I would have bought for myself, but my mom actually gave this to me. And so it's okay. Yeah. Yep. We accept personal grooming from animals. Okay, good. Harry's mom, why can't Autumn see my question? I can see that question. It was jumping around in the chat. I care very much about your question, Harry's mom. Trust me. All right. Let me tilt this down, which is if I turn it this way, I can move it this way, and then it will actually tilt down a little bit better. All right, does that work? How's that? Is that good? That's a little bit better. I'll tilt this just a little bit that way, and then there. Okay. I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down the list. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for celebrating with me. It's been a road. It's it's not easy to get here. So, well, I'm just gonna start at the top. Okay, I'm at 30. Oh gosh, All right, I definitely tack on as much time as I can. All right, will China become more democratic because of this virus? All right, let me sit up straight and close my eyes. China. Hi. Are you going to become more democratic as a result? Oh, no. That's a big negatory, Ghost Rider. If anything, this strengthens their idea of central control. Strength. But notice how she's looking in his mouth like he's ill. Okay, Page of Ghosts, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, High Priestess, and 6 of Pentacles. No, this isn't going to help much in that respect. This is centralized control, which allows for secrets to be kept. Unfortunately, right now, what we're seeing, and we're seeing it in the States right now in a major crisis like this, unfortunately, central control is actually temporarily sort of necessary. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not going to help at the moment. All right, I'm gonna try to go. I'm just gonna zip through some of these. Sorry if I'm not watching the chat as closely as I could be. I'm trying to. Okay. Will Trump's where? 32. Okay. Save. All right, will Trump's refusal to wear a mask and the Ford company caving, will it hurt Ford sales? I'll ask that. Is Ford caving to Trump going to hurt Ford sales? All right, hang on, let me close my eyes for a second, and Ford. Yeah, Ford himself was a jerk. He did some revolutionary stuff, but boy, he was a piece of work. And that energy will forever be a part of the energy of Ford, on the other side, the energy. Especially because it's still named after him, so you're saying his name, and so it will always invoke some of his energy. For what it's worth, just throwing it out there. Is it going to hurt Ford sales? Yep, there's the Orange Fuhrer. Okay. 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Queen of Wands, feeling very Pelosi-ish. Queen of Ghosts, Democrats. Is it going to hurt their sales? No, not really. But, you know, the regulations have been lessened under. This is the company. This is a merchant card. These are one of the 2 cards I get for Republicans who are working together to form a united front to get their own agenda passed. That's kind of what's going on now. But there's going to be some changes because the rising power of Pelosi and the Democrats. There are going to be changes in. This is about environmental regulation and things like that. So, no, this doesn't even feel like a blip. in the history of the Ford company. So, okay. Let's see here. 35. Like I said, I'm just going to try to zip through some of these. Let's look at 35. Oh, what is the effect of Trump's completely idiotic behavior on the members of the Supreme Court? So, how is Trump's actions, what he's saying, what he's doing, how is that affecting the justices on the Supreme Court and what they're going to do? Okay, let me close my eyes here. Reach out for that energy. What do they think of Trump? Is that affecting how they're going to rule? And I'm just going to ignore I like beer. That's his name around here. Kind of like on Gray Still Plays and the Sim characters. He named one, I Forgot My Pants, and he named one, Ellis. Ellis, letter D. And, he comes up with these goofy names. Meth is bad. It's another person. Around here, Kavanaugh is I Like Beer. That's his name. I'm just going to ignore him because he's, yeah. The others, Roberts especially. Roberts just wants Trump to go away. He's like, I was here before you. I will be here when you are gone. Hello, precious. How are you, good boy? How are you, good boy? Boo-boos and kitty. Okay, Supreme Court justices, what they think of Trump. What do the justices think about Trump? They think he's corrupt. They think he's awful. Yeah, that's kind of very, very much the opposite of the kitty. Trump is the anti-Bailey, boo-boos and kitty. You are precious. You are precious. Yes, you are. You are the good boy. Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, decisions. Queen of Wands, Lovers, Four of Wands. I don't think it's going to make much difference. The councils come in and they're trying to fight for their case, and it's their decision how they present it, and they're trying to focus on the case. And it's interesting that this does also feel like Pelosi, but she's just hanging out in the middle, just hanging out like over here. The I Like Beer and Gorsuch and those others, they're going to do what they're going to do. It's going to be an absolute no-brainer. It'd be just obvious what they're going to do. But over there, her energy's there, like she's going to get something. And she is the de facto head of she's currently the acting de facto head of the Democratic Party. She certainly has the most power of any Democrat right now. And her energy's right there. But no, they're going to, the decent ones are trying to stick to the law. And even maybe a couple of the moderates. She's back there in the, yeah, but it feels like across the spectrum, it's like degrees of disgust in him. I think even the more conservative justices don't like him. Heck, I've told you guys how heaven help me, my parents are otherwise wonderful, amazing, supportive, kind, amazing people, but they're Trump supporters. and they are just dyed-in-the-wool Republicans, and it's so, it's very frustrating for me. But, you know, when I talked to my dad about it the other day, I said, what about, Trump himself? And my dad's like, that just complicates everything because he's a jerk. It's like, okay. Even some diehard Republicans, they're sick of Trump. Okay. Okay, let me. All right, let's go on to this. Okay, we're sort of 40. Well, let's just 41 by the time I get through shuffling. All right, so this is. Where is it? Let me highlight this so I get the name. Mitchell Bem. All right. Trump fired the IG of Transportation. Trump fired the IG of Transportation for looking at Elaine Chao, Secretary of Transportation. Mitchell Bem. All right, so Mitchell Bem, Elaine. Mitchell Bem, Elaine Chao, IG. What's going on there? All right, let me reach my energy out. Yeah, there have been reports for quite a while that she's been to Kentucky. It's helping her. It's helping her husband. It's helping her family. It's helping. Yeah, it's not what he's looking at. Yeah, there's there. There's most definitely there. But what about I think maybe we need to ask about the IGs and overall. Trump firing the IGs. I think maybe that's what. Let's look at. All right, 43. Let's look at Trump firing the IGs. Is that going to come around and bite him? Is he going to get in trouble for it? I know that there is at least one. There's at least one person in Congress who's drafting legislation to protect IGs. But if you can't get it past the Senate and it's not retroactive, he'll just do what he's doing. Because it's disgusting and it's undemocratic and it's so corrupt. But I don't need to tell you that. I'm sure you know. All right. So, Trumpy. Yeah. He is gross. And for some reason, I'm getting like scrambled eggs with steak, like pieces of steak cut up in the scrambled eggs. Okay. I don't know that it's better than some of the information I get on him, so it's like, okay, I'll take that. Sure. IGs, firing the IGs. Oh, now he gets mad. Oh, back hurts a little bit. Oh. Trump firing the AGs. He can't believe he's getting away with it. I mean, he is that much of a narcissist, and he is that arrogant and awful, but there is a part of him that is just amazed at the stuff he gets away with. 10 of Wands. This is a burden. And quite often, over time, this has been a card that came up with multiple court cases, but actually what this feels like is getting all of these IGs out. And some of them making noise about it and calling attention to themselves. 2 of Cups. This is coziness. This is corrupt coziness. Okay, so 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Yes, he's getting rid of the IGs because they're looking into Pompeo, and they're looking into Chow, and they're looking into, they can question him. They can do something about what his corruption is. But people are really distracted right now. They're in lines at food banks. They're in trouble. They're being evicted. They're being, they're sick. They're afraid to go outside. They're afraid to go back to work. They're busy. And so this Queen of Bats is at the center, and this is the card I get for investigators. It isn't like usually I get the King of Swords for like a special counsel, but this is just investigations, and this Page of Bats, if you can, it's kind of hard to see in this deck, but if you look really closely, he's got this little satchel here. In that satchel are a pair of binoculars and a camera, and then he's got the super X-ray vision sunglassy things, because the Page of Bats can also be a spy. So people, just like you had not all IGs going quietly, they could very much, there are people who could release information and or go in front of congressional committees or what have you. 10 of Pentacles, but I get in this deck quite often, for some reason in this deck, the imps are quite often Republicans, but in every other deck, Pentacles are Republicans for me, and this feels like a Republican card. And this 10 of Pentacles are pumpkins in this deck. This is all the things that Fox News and Trump and the others are, and Kaylee Soldersoul, that they're putting up for people to get irate about and talk about, so they are distracted from Trump's corruption. And when they finish with that, they find another one, and then they find another one, and they find another distraction, another, and another, and another, and another. So I'm not getting, right now, I'm not getting a whole lot of balance and justice, and that's Trump as a man. Yeah, he gets away with it. He's a toddler. He's a toddler who has immense control. And anybody who has seen, anybody who is a kind of diehard fan of the show Supernatural, there's an episode somewhere where Lilith, who is one of the worst demons, she basically decides that she wants to just spend some time on Earth, and so she basically possesses the body of this little girl, and is just, her family's terrified of her, and it's her birthday every day, and she wants cake for dinner every night, and nobody can question her, and I mean, she's a child with unbelievable powers, and her every whim and her every horrible thing she does, she gets away with, and that's what I think of a lot when I get near Trump's energy. Four of Pentacles. There will eventually be some laws against a lot of the stuff Trump is doing now. Things that were norms are actually going to be put in law. Two of Bats. Decisions, or actually this feels like more like a lowercase justice. And Knight of Cups. I'm not getting a lot. I really hope that, I hope I'm wrong. I'm never 100% correct, but I really hope I'm wrong on this, because I'm not getting much. The IGs are not going to be the issue that hurts Trump. We're horrified. It should. But he is so protected. And between McConnell and Barr, and then on top of that, people like Lindsay and, you know, the other pinheads. The congressional pinheads, Gates and Jordan, and yeah, unfortunately. Okay, we are at, what's next? That's kind of depressing. Supreme Court. Okay, Barr. All right, let's look at, it's 52. Let's look at Barr and Obamagate. Okay. All right, let's look at, no, I don't feel it for the IGs taking a Trump down. Yeah, I agree, Prairie. Okay. Renfield. Go back. Are you going to read on the Master? Tell me what the Master wants. Does the Master love me? Yes. Yes, you little troll. You little needy troll. Yes. The Master loves you very much as a narcissist can love anything, which isn't much. But I'm sure in his heart that is 15 sizes too small, I'm sure he loves you. You dig into that blackened, burned, compressed coal of a heart of Trump's. I'm sure there's somewhere in there, if you just dig deep enough, there's real love for you, Barr. I'm sure. And anyone who's new here, this is, I don't mean romantic love. He's just, yeah, tough. Yeah, Barr's just that bad. So, Barr, going after Obama. Yeah, it's, look, I'm not saying that it's really what his, you know, his spirit is really like, is really like this. I'm saying his energy level is of that type, and the energy is so low. And he's such a sycophant, and he's such a suck-up, and he's such a tool of the administration. I think someone recommended me using that word, because yes, to be accurate, Barr is a tool of the administration. Mm-hmm. But it's what it feels like, and that's my expression of my interpretation of the energy, which is I must go after the Biden, I must stop the Biden, I must hurt the Obama, you know, how dare the Obama question the Master, you know, it's just blah. So, Barr, Obamagate, please. Obamagate. 8 of Eight of Ghosts. Oh, Barr is so proud of himself that he feels like he took the teeth out of the Mueller report. He's still pleased with that. And I mean pleased, like I'm getting the feeling of, very pleased with that. It's like, ugh. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands. As much good as Barr has done for Trump, I don't get that Barr gets to go to as many of the parties, that he's allowed in the inner circle as much as Barr wishes he was. So Barr just tries even harder to please the master. But look at that. Ace of Bats is the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth. Wheel of Fortune, basically, in this Hermit, that's in this deck, this is the card I get for Barr, because he's throwing up these noxious smoke screens and his little, tiny. But the rise of the Republicans allowed him to rise with them. As I came up, he isn't as close to the. He's still kind of on the outside. I get the feeling Trump loves the loyalty, but he doesn't like Barr. Is the feeling I get. And yeah, because Trump can't feel it. He has zero empathy. But as they're coming up here, it feels like they're just starting to move past the apex of power, and they're going to start headed. And this is the sword of truth that's out here. That this is not the sword that he's using. This is the truth coming up against this, and it does feel like their energy. Hello, sweetheart. It does feel like their energy is starting to come. Republican energy is coming down that side of the Wheel of Fortune. So, but he'll do anything for Trump. So you're gonna just keep pushing the conspiracy theories? Oh, he'll do anything. He'll do anything. Ten of Pentacles, anything, set them up. Oh, okay, okay, that didn't work, let's get this one. Okay, that didn't work, let's try this one. Okay, that didn't work, let's try this one. It's just on and on and on. Page of Pentacles, the faithful servant of the Republicans, Moon, howling at the moon, wanting Trump's approval. Six of Wands, Republicans, wanting to go along with the Republicans. Temperance and the Eight of Wands. The thing is, though, the energy, while Barr's energy is not changing, he's still the loyal, on his knees kind of, yes, anything you say, master. And the Republicans are acting and also giving, well, not as much acting, but certainly there's lip service going for the Republicans. In general, other than Barr, love of Trump is starting to wane amongst lawmakers, and what Trump is doing, what Trump is going to do, it's fragmenting the Republican energy. So they are not quite the cohesive force they've been. Something comes along in capital letters and tempers their enthusiasm and fragments their focus and energy. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, nothing's going to change Barr's mind. Barr's not going to have a, oh my gosh, what have I done moment. I'll ask. But I don't even see how it would be possible for him. His energy's so fixated. It's not just like fixed energy. I'm not using the wrong word. Yes, it's fixed energy, but his focus, his energy is fixed, just fascinated, fixated on pleasing Trump. Weak. Why? I don't even know why, but still, ugh. So are you ever going to have a moment of clarity and see this jerk for what he is? Or are you going to have a Roger Stone Nixon tattoo on your back? Empress. All right, that's a card for America. 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Even once oh my gosh, can we just stick with this energy right here? This is the energy of once the Trump era is behind us. Can we just take a moment to appreciate energy where there is no Trump in the government? Not a single Trump in the government. It's going to be a glorious day. But Renfield is still going to, he's always going to carry the torch, even though it's a weird thing that isn't a torch, but is it? Kitty's asking, does Trump have something on Barr? I'll ask, but what I've never gotten that he does. Barr really is just that awful, and he is his mind is just that messed up that he's going along with his ideology and going to extremes. And yeah, I mean he is reacting to past life, concurrent life energy. It's complicated. Or was that? Wait, where did it go? Oh, does Trump have something on Barr? Boy, Trump has bad energy coming. My goodness, Trump has bad energy coming. What do you think, Kitten? And we're going to see it. We are going to witness it. Oh, please. Can we make recommendations on like when that happens? Like maybe tomorrow? Today? This afternoon would be fine. That's good. I'll clear my schedule to watch the news because the Trump administration is going down. That would be great. 9 of Swords, worry. 3 of Cups, Page of Cups, 6 of Cups, Strength. No. Trump doesn't have anything on Barr. Barr's doing this willingly. But let's say we've got the Death card over here. Worry and about the re-election, about Trump's potential legal liability, or his vulnerabilities after he leaves office, because this is all the rise of Democratic power. And I've been getting these readings over and over and over and over, which is the coming rise of Democratic power. Very strong strength. Democrat, happy Democrats, people who are new in the Congress, this relief. No, I don't get that Trump has anything on. Why is Barr so loyal? It's his ideology. It's called I want to say unitary executive. No, something like that. Where basically he believes in basically it's a king, and that's his political philosophy. And he became important years ago for basically getting other people off the hook who should have been in immense trouble. That was, I don't know where I was, but does Trump have something on Barr. Well, there's a good question right there. 65. Will we ever... I just put 65 here. Will we ever see all of the corruption, cover-ups of the Trump era? Will we see it come to an end, and will there be prosecutions and justice? Something I'm happy to read on. Okay. Close my eyes here for a second. Reach out for this energy. Is the corruption of the Trump era, is it going to end? Will there be prosecutions? Justice, balance. Clean up on aisle everything. Clean up on aisle Clean up on aisle all of them. Clean up on aisle all of them. Well, that's Trump, the emperor. Why does it feel like... I've never gotten this before. It feels like it means something that it's like Trump being forced to eat an orange. He hates fruit and vegetables. Anyway, odd. 10 of Wands, Tower. Wheel of Fortune. Sun, things coming to light. 10 of Swords. I'd say yes. That's a big old YES on the will there be an end to the corruption? Will there be prosecutions? They have so much he's done, and they've all done. And you've got the Tower for the administration. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Their fortune's definitely turning. The Sun, things coming to light. These are all major arcana right in the middle. Big capital letter forces. And then this card I've gotten for Trump forever, which is eventually is a 10 of Swords. And in the Rider Waite, it's the guy lying on the ground with the 10 swords in his back. And that's not literal, but politically, it's just a matter that it builds up to the point where it takes the political beast down. Fruit will kill him. I know, Susan, right? Health for Trump. Sure, Melissa, I'll look at that. Because we do need to check in on these things, especially with this idiot taking heaven knows what. 60. All right, let's do 68, 30. Trump's health and mix of medicines. I think we need to revisit that because we know he's on a medication to lower his cholesterol. We know he's taking hydrochloroquine like an idiot, like the idiot he is, and I'm sure he's on a baby aspirin. Happens quite often to avoid blood. So just I want to look at his health, and that the mix of medications he takes. Oh, smell the grease. he really puts me in a quandary. I'm just going to throw this out there. He really puts me in a quandary because I really believe that 99.99% of human beings are just doing the best they can. We wish that some of them would do better, but they're just doing the best they can. People who get to the upper echelons of Washington, D.C., not so much. And, but I do not make fun of people what people look like, because you don't choose your genetics. You don't. You don't. That's you get what you get and you do the best you can with it. Fair enough. And I really don't like saying anything about anybody's weight, because I think 99.999% of people are doing the best they can. And, I've been fighting the same 20 pounds for years now. Fair enough. But he's so awful about it, and he's so cruel to others. And he says things like, oh, Heidi Klum, yeah, she's not a 10 anymore. It's like, you are such a pig. You're such a pig. Only pigs are smart and sweet. He's so awful. And he really puts me in a quandary, because I just, yeah, but then no, okay, health, mix of, and he weighs 239 pounds the way I weigh 110. Please. He's the same size as President Taft, and Taft weighed between 335 and 350. Breaking news, Sweden has the most deaths in Europe. Yes, it does. Empress, that's America. America's definitely watching and listening. There are people taking hydrochloroquine because he said so. There are people who said they're even like when protesters who've been questioned, they've said, yeah, I'm taking it, or I'm fine because I have some. They really are listening to him. 10 of Wands. Tower. 3 of Wands. Queen of Swords. 4 of Swords. His health is I don't know that it will, but it's most likely to buckle as news for him gets worse. And I know it seems impossible, but the energy in the cards, they're still telling me he's going, he and his administration, they're going down. That's what I'm told. I'm passing it on. I know it seems impossible, but it builds up and builds up. The 3 of them, that energy, the nasty energy he's put out for so long, it somehow kind of backlashes against him. And there's the Queen of Swords again for like investigations and what have you. And then there's this, and I've been getting this more often as well, 4 of Swords, which is everything going quiet. This is quiet as a tomb. Generally speaking, this figure is generally a stone carving on top of this is a mausoleum or a crypt or something like that. But it's the investigations that kind of make him go quiet. Now, strangely enough, why does he have the energy he has? I know, I kid, but because he parties. The 6 of Swords, the Fool, 4 of Cups, the Sun, Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. He's stealing Melania's life force. No. Trump is doing things that smarter people like Biden wouldn't do. That's why he has as much energy as he has. And it's party time. And I'm just going to leave that. Just leave that there. Mystic Maria, why does everyone except a few cave to Trump? Power. It's what I've always gotten, Susan. Oh no, Trump has come to critical mass to explode. One would hope. Maria. All right, actually, I'm gonna ask that question about why does everyone cave to Trump, and then I'm getting really tired. Sorry. I know I have a lot of questions here I didn't answer, but there is tomorrow, because I will be here tomorrow. 76. Why does everyone cave to this narcissistic human embodiment of the 7 deadly sins? Well, plus the fact that we have a Pluto return, which is making everybody more fixed in their own sense of power, which is just going to keep going for a while longer because it isn't even exact yet. Matter of fact, Pluto just went into retrograde, so Pluto's come up to, like, this is our natal in the U.S. chart. This is natal Pluto. So here comes the transiting Pluto, and they'll conjunct and finally go past. No, it's gotten to there, and it literally just went into retrograde. So it's going to appear to move back away, and then eventually it'll come. It's like, oh, so there's this delay before it can finally come to a head and then move on, and this fixed grasp of power will. Oh, look. He appeals to the. It'll go away. Trump appeals to people, the worst of people's nature and their primal fears, and he says what we're all thinking. No, not what we're all thinking. It's Biff. Lovers, Judgment, Knight of Wands, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Why do they cave? Chris Hayes had a really good show last night where he was talking about how I don't know if any of you have ever had the misfortune of seeing any Alex Jones. He pushes these quack cures. Colloidal silver will keep you safe from everything. You'll never get old, kind of garbage. And it sells all kinds of quackery. And that's been an ongoing thing on the right for a long time. It started on the radio, because those are the sponsors they could get. And it's continued on and continued on. And now it's engulfed the Republican, the Republican Party, the head of the Republican Party, whole kind of, not head, but yeah, well, Trump, but also the people around him. So Trump taking this, deciding that this medicine will save him from the illness. You can tell I'm getting tired. Sorry. He's embraced it, and they embrace this craziness. And that's just the embracing of the craziness. And then you have to stay in that bubble unless you're going to hear things. If you want to hear verification of what you already believe, you've got to stay inside that bubble. You have to. And if you believe in trickle-down economics, if you are like Mnuchin of Versailles and you've never known anything even close to poverty. You came from a rich family, you got your high-paying job on Wall Street because your daddy worked there, and you know, on and on, you've got to stay in that bubble. And they just get deeper and deeper into the bubble. But I'm still getting the coming rise of democratic power. So, TikTok. Uncover the news. Oh, Kaylee sold her soul is said, it doesn't matter when people call me a liar because I stand as a Christian woman. Oh my God. Yeah, because that's what Jesus said. Lie to thy neighbor. Lie to thy neighbor to protect someone who embodies all 7 of the deadly sins: pride, gluttony, lust, anger, on and on and on. Yeah, she said nasty things about Trump until he could give her some power, and then suddenly, oh, Jesus was a hippie. He was. He really, really was. So, all right. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. The energy has been fantastic today, and you guys have been so kind. I am grateful for you. Really. Okay. I will be back tomorrow, and I'll read on your questions, and I do apologize if I didn't get your question today, but there is tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thank you so much to our moderators, and have a great day. We're going to get through this, and we're going to get through it together, okay? All right, you take care. Okay. Bye-bye.